Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, Implats sees further hefty wage increases this year. Exxaro expresses frustration with service levels on coal lines. And the state acting as mining player and referee raises governance issues. A year after South African platinum mining major Impala Platinum was involved in a battle of wills with its workers over wages, the company reports that the Department of Labour's expectations of the company regarding future wage increases are still very high and may come back to haunt the company.
The other one that we need to consider is wages. I cannot remember a year in South Africa where we've had a less than inflationary wage increase. Last year, the wage increase, I suppose, cost to company would have been, 9.5%, whereas CPI is running at 4%, that sort of number. So mining inflation has tended to be much higher.
Black economically empowered diversified miner Exxaro Resources says that it is yet to receive clarity from state-owned freight logistics group Transnet Freight Rail as to when its coal line will operate at a level that will allow it to take fuller advantage of the current upswing in global demand and prices for coal.
Unfortunately, we as South Africa could not have planned what happened in Australia. And we remain constrained by the logistics. And it's a big issue. At Migdet, when we were busy with looking at bottlenecks in South Africa, that was identified as one major issue that had to be dealt with. And I'm pleased, though, that Transnet and government are putting more effort towards that. Even though, if you look at the port today, it can easily do 91 million tons of exports, but the rail lags behind. It's still doing 68 million tons. But the efforts right now are to get it to 81 million tons. And that will happen probably in the next 18 months or so.
The South African government's position of being both player and referee within the mining industry raises corporate governance issues, says African Rainbow Minerals Executive Chairperson Patrice Motsepe.
The issue of them being referee and player at the same time, you will have to, from a corporate governance perspective, look at that issue very carefully. The track record of mining companies in the world, in fact, the track record of state-owned mining companies in the world is extremely unimpressive.
For 30 years, Creamer Media's Engineering News has delivered unmatched insight into South Africa's real economy. Subscribe now and go to engineeringnews.co.za for the real economy in real time. Engineering News, not just for engineers.